on Nigerians and Nigerian workers is giving the colonial masters a very big hard time. And as a result, between 1943 and 1945, he could not leave Auchi, current day Auchi. I was told that the reason was because they don't want him to come to Lagos, to come and cause commotion and trouble. It happened to me as well. 2019, I was also restricted to Abuja. In my own case, I was restricted to Abuja between 2019 and 2022 by the late Muhammadu Buhari regime. And the reason is the same. They felt like my coming to Lagos is going to cause a lot of problems. In fact, the reason I came here late today is because I have been recently declared wanted by the Commissioner of Police in Lagos. So I have to navigate through different corners to get to this event. The goal is the same. It's to prevent us from mobilizing people in Lagos. But Lagos, we must liberate first and foremost from the Nigerian ruling class. The first place to be liberated must be Lagos, because without liberating Lagos, you cannot liberate Nigeria from the guy who said he invented Lagos. I'm talking about Tinubu, the current president of Nigeria. So I want to thank all of you for coming. I wanted to make a simple comment and not be offended by this. I think it is time that the labor movement and the labor movement also start developing their music, so that when we are at this event, we don't feel like we're in the church. I'm just hearing like church music. There should be some Aluta music. At this point, we should have an Aluta orchestra too that can wax a record that we can use for our own events. I'm not against the church before you guys start preaching against Sowore again. Tomorrow is Sunday. I trust what these pastors say. They like blackmailing me that I'm Anit-Christ. No, I'm not Anit-Christ. In fact, I came here knowing that Christ hates oppression and I hate oppression. So if anybody shares anything in common with Jesus Christ, it will be me. Because just like Jesus Christ, I would like to flog some of these pastors who have turned churches into business centers. But that's a conversation for another discussion in the future. Thank you everyone for coming to honor my grandfather, Michael Imodu. And one thing we should all know is that it is good to be good, because when you are good, even when you die, you continue to live. There are bad people who were president of Nigeria some 2 years ago, Buhari. He has not even dried up in his grave. His children, his wife, his head already said he's a bad person. Somebody was saying yesterday that they need to go and tie down the wife because he's talking too much and too many bad things about Buhari. But there's nothing anybody can do about bad people. We must keep talking about bad people, whether they are alive or dead. But where we are, we have a person we are proud of who was a good man. That's Michael Imodu. May he continue to rest in power. Thank you so much.
News. Your fast, reliable, and simplified source for Nigerian news updates.